welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a playoff-type atmosphere between the Pittsburgh Pipers of 1968 and the Indiana Pacers of 1968. This is the initial year of the ABA, and I've been thoroughly enjoying and scouring through a book titled Reborn, The Pacers and the Return of Pro Basketball to Indianapolis. Now, this is by Mark Monteith. And I've had this on my shelf for about a year. And, of course, I just realized that this was an autograph copy. And this guy's got a really nice signature. So, anyway, I'm about 200 pages in. And it's going through the early, humble beginnings of the Indiana Pacers. Prior to that, the other teams that came and failed in the Indianapolis area. And so I'm really having a lot of fun with this. They dedicate most of this book to that initial buildup of the team and the first season, from what I can tell. And I just got to a point where they just completed the regular season and they lost in the playoffs to the eventual champion Pittsburgh Pipers. Pittsburgh Pipers led by Connie Hawkins, Art Heyman, Chico Vaughn, Sweet Charlie Williams, those type of players. Well, Mark Monteith's book has a whole chapter dedicated to Reggie Harding, who was kind of a misfit of science, a 7-footer with a lot of skills and a lot of talent. Unfortunately, he makes a ton of bad decisions, and those decisions revolve around drug use, revolve around weapon use, revolve around just missing practice and missing out on the big things in life because he can't keep his life together off the basketball court. And what happened here, this was actually the first-round opponent of the Indiana Pacers, who finished 38-40. And Reggie Harding, they had one game to go in the regular season, but unfortunately, due to a scheduling snafu, there were 7 days left between the 77th and 78th game. They only played 78 games in the ABA back in 1968. And unfortunately, that was way too much time for Reggie Harding to get in trouble. He went back to his native Detroit, where he's well known as a great high school player. And just people seem to have liked this guy, despite the fact he wielded a lot of weapons and did a lot of drugs and messed with the wrong crowd most of the time. And Reggie was... It's fourth year, shows his years, and he was actually drafted by the Pistons. And Reggie was picked up by the Pacers with about 40 games left in the schedule, 35 games left in the schedule. And as I mentioned, 7 days between the 77th and 78th game of the year, Reggie went back to Detroit, failed to come back to Indianapolis for at least 3 practices. He missed them all. And the GM of the Pacers, Mark Storin, and most remember Mark Storin as Hannah Storm's father, Hannah Storm, the great broadcaster in pro NBA basketball later on. And Storin wanted to make a point and said, "Reggie, you are suspended for the playoffs." And Reggie, as you can see, in his limited amount of games, 25 games, averaged 13.4 points and 13.4 boards, even dished out 2.1 assists, and that's been a small factor in this game, which is now 96 all. The Pipers have come back, but Reggie was forced to miss the best of 3 playoff series with or was it best of 5? Maybe it was best of 5 with the Pipers, and they ended up losing all 3 games. And Reggie was unable to play, so it's one of those questions. What would have happened if Reggie had his head screwed on straight and was not suspended by the GM and played those games? So I'm kind of doing a replay of something what we probably called Game 2. Game 2 would have been in Indiana, and I played 3 quarters. And Reggie Harding's rated defensively as a D, but that hasn't seemed to affect Connie Hawkins, who's played a lot of center today. Connie's having just kind of a going through the motions type of game. He's 6 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the line, and he has 8 rebounds and 5 assists, which isn't bad, but Connie was like the super stud of the entire ABA in 1968. So anyway, I got quarter this way through the fourth quarter. It is 9 minutes to go, 96 all. I decided to pick it up here since the game is close. Some of my games aren't so close. This was one that was close, so let's play a few minutes and see how things go. I'm going to make a couple subs with about 6 minutes to go, but I've pretty much got the lineups going. Trooper Washington will come in around the 6-minute mark, a great rebounder for the Pipers, and we'll see. But the Pipers are playing pretty good right now. They've tied the game. They've been down 3, 5, 7, 9 points, 10 points, 12 points to the Pacers much of this game. Pacers 38-40, Pipers 54-24. So let's go. Pacers have the ball with this tie game. Number 1 guard, Jimmy Rail. And that's a 9 on Rail. And that's a pass. So you look at that defensive foul versus press. I'm utilizing the press between the midpoint of the third quarter and the midpoint of the fourth quarter. So we are in press land. And so Jimmy Rail will draw a foul on Jim Jarvis, who picks up his 14th foul on the Pipers. There's 2 team fouls for the Pacers. And Jimmy Rail will go to the line for just 1 shot. I had 1-shot fouls back then. We'll see what Jimmy Rail can do on the foul line here. And that's a 10, 3-9. It's no good by Rail. And the rebound, simple rebound deck, time action card deck. Offensive number 2 forward, that's Bob Nedelicki. He's grabbing the rebounds. He's playing reasonably well today. Neto has himself just 10 points and about 8 rebounds. So still plenty of game to be played. Pacers retain possession. Give the ball to Reggie, who's shot like 1 for 7. And we got a 7 here. It's a 2-pointer. Defensive foul on Harge. That scores and is fouled. Harge with the foul. And that is, I believe, the 5th team foul. Yes, on the Pipers. So we'll give Reggie Harding the 2-pointer. And the Pacers go up by 2. 1 free throw for Harding, and it's a 5, no good. He was not a good foul shooter. 578, that includes playoff action. Of course, he missed the playoffs, so that doesn't matter. And that is the 5th team foul, so he gets an additional chance to make it. 7, it's good. And just as I was bad-mouthing Reggie Harding's scoring today, he has now got 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, just shooting 2 for 8. So, but that was a huge one. It's 99-96. When this deck is halfway through, it'll be about 6 minutes to go, and I'm going to make a couple changes. Here comes Ira Harge, the backup center. 7, that's a 2-pointer, but the number 2 forward has to have at least a B for making it, and fortunately, Connie Hawkins is a good passer and ball handler, and Harge will get the basket confirmed. I give an assist to Hawkins for not blowing that one, and it's 98-99. Both teams started this game shooting in the low 40s. Pacers were in the 30s, and right now the Pipers are at 53.5%, and the Pacers are 50.7%. It's the second straight game of crunch time where it seems like the players have to warm up to get going, and I also had some bad defenders in there, which led to some easy baskets. Number 2 forward, Neto with the ball. That's a 4. That's a miss. The center can make it a make, though, if it is a C. Yep, Reggie Harding actually was a pretty good passer, so Neto, after getting a couple of them taken away by bad ball handlers, gets a great pass from Harding, and that turns that miss into a make. That's what I like about this game by Bradley Logan. Really good creation. Gustav's cards, incredible. Chico Vaughn with the ball. It's a 9. That's a miss. You look under the shot. Number 1 guard ball handling has to be at least an A, and it's a B. So Chico's going to miss. Chico's a high-volume shooter. He's either on or he's off. Harding with the rebound. Hands the ball off. Still pressing for a little bit. Number 2 guard. I use that anyway. Fred Lewis. 3. Miss. If my defense is F, it's a make. His defense is C. So it's a miss. Fred Lewis has actually had a pretty good game from the field. Offensive number 2 forward with the rebound, Bob Nedelicki. Gets the ball to the number 2 guard. Freddie Lewis again, two-point field goal. Defense D or F, yeah, it's good. Fred Lewis comes back. Second shot is good, 103.98. And once again, the Pacers, they just seem to creep in front. So once we get to the 6-minute mark, I'm going to make a couple changes. Hopefully it'll help the rebounding and defense for the Pipers. The Hawk with the ball, 7. That is a miss. Yep. Hasn't been getting the ball that much. Still plenty of time to be a clutch player here. Reggie Harding clears the boards. Gets it to Roger Brown, who's had a tough shooting game because of the defense. And once again, it's a 6. That's a good basket as long as the center's at least a C, and Harding is. So once again, Roger Brown. Assist Harding, 105.98. Pacers are pulling away once again. They seem to do this in streaks. And number 2 forward, Hawk, that's a missed shot right there. But if the ball handling of the center is at least... Nope, F is missed. Hawk, no good. Boy, this really taken a turn since I came back. Rebound Harge. Number 1 forward, turnover unless his ball handling is at least an A. And Heyman's ball handling is an A, so he does have the ball. He has the possession. He shoots 11. And that's a pass. Turnover, ball handling, CDF, nope. Ball goes to the number 2 guard against the press. Chico, 11. That's a pass. Defensive foul. If he's an F on fouling, no. Back to Jarvis. That's a 9. That's a miss. If his defense was F, his defense is C. No goodbye, Jarvis. Might have to get Sweet Charlie back in there. We're struggling on the shooting for the Pipers. Offensive center, A. Defensive center, double A. Reggie Harding, great rebounding. They didn't have that in the real game, but this is why you play fantasy matchups once in a while. Reggie Harding with the ball. That's an 8. 2-pointer. My number 1 forward has at least a double A, single A, B, and Roger Brown's a great ball handler. So once again, Reggie Harding scores and assist Roger Brown, and it's 107.98. About 1 or 2 more plays here. We got to make some subs for Pittsburgh, who's run out of fuel. 9, that's a miss. Number 1 guard, if it's at least an A, nope. He's a B. So a miss by Heyman. And the Pacers are running here. Here comes Harding, who's just doing a little bit of everything. This is his best stretch of the entire game. Gets the ball to Freddie Lewis, who's been hot. It's an 8. I keep rolling 6s and 8s, and it's been a very hot half. Ball handling, very good. C at least for Harding. It is, and that confirms the basket for Freddie Lewis. Give Harding an assist. Whoops, did I not get the shot for Freddie Lewis? There it is. 109.98. Timeout. Pittsburgh. Changes need to be made. Returning for the Pipers is Trooper Washington. He moves in at power forward. Hawkins slides into the center slot. See, Harding's defense is only a D. If Hawkins starts getting the ball, the Pipers will have a chance to get back in this game. But the Pacer offense is just flowing so well. Sweet Charlie Williams is in the game. Only C ball handlers at the guards for the Pipers. So you're not going to get a lot of assisting from them. But the forwards the forwards. Heyman and Hawkins are really good kind of point forward, point center type guys. We'll see what happens. We'll get down to the final 6 minutes here, and the Pacers have pulled up by 11. In the last 3 minutes, it was tied 3 minutes ago. Troop, that's a 6. That's a 2-pointer. Defensive foul, Nedelicki, and that's going to be a basket and foul. Neto with the foul. Troop with the hoop, and that makes it 109-100 right away. Trooper's not a good foul shooter, including playoffs. Only 551. That is a 12. Nope. I better check to see how many team fouls that is on Indiana. It's only the 3rd foul. So, missed free throw, rebound. Defensive number 1 guard, that is Rail. And we get an option to run here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, one offensive charging. Did not. That's the first time I've gotten that all game long. Jimmy Rail trying to push the ball up the court. Offensive foul. That's 3 on Rail. Number 1 forward here. Let's see what's going on here. Roger Brown. That's a 7. That's a pass. Defensive foul versus press. We're still in the first half of that, so that will be a foul on Heyman. From here on out, no press. And that is over the limit, 2 shots. Poor Brown. 8 and 9. He's got them both. Roger Brown. It's been a struggle for Roger. He now has 12 points on 5 of 13, but he was 0 for 7, I believe. But the Pacers have a 11-point lead with 6 minutes to go. Press is off. Number 2 guard, Chico, missed 3. Yep, missed 3-pointer by Chico Vaughn. He liked to fire them up. I believe less than 30%. Oh, 32%. Didn't give him enough credit. Rebound, offensive trooper, Washington. Back to the Hawk. Hawk goes in 7. That's a miss. And Hawk needs to step it up now or else this game is over. Rebound, offensive number 1 forward. That's Heyman. He's a C. And Neto, the 2 forward, is a B. So Neto's an A, excuse me. Center turnover. Yep, turnover for Harding. That's one of those tough ones. We'll give a steal to the Hawk on that. Hawk's going to go, and it's a 7. That's a miss. Number 2 guard ball handling. Nope, no good ball handling guards. That's probably their biggest weakness. Miss by Hawk. Rebound by Hawk. We'll still go number 1 guard. Here comes Charlie. Sweet Charlie. 3 with a miss. Defense DF. Defense is C. So miss by Charlie Williams. And the field goal percentage has gone way down for the... Oops, that was a wrong entry. Miss by Charlie Williams. There we go. Rebound. Offensive number 2 guard, D. Defensive number 1 guard, D. Tie goes to the defense on that one. Jimmy Rail at the board to Fred Lewis, and that's a 5. That's a miss. Number 2 forward, ball handling. That is Neto. He's not a good ball handler, so miss by Freddie Lewis. Rebound, offensive center, double A. Defensive center, B. Rebound, Reggie Harding keeping the ball alive, having a fantastic quarter. Gives it off to Neto, and Neto 3 miss by Neto. Rebound, offensive center. Reggie Harding is clearing the boards. Clearly making a difference in this quarter. Number 1 guard, Rail, 7. 2-pointer. It's good. Jimmy Rail from Kokomo, Indiana, puts the Pacers up by 13. What a streak by Indiana. They've now outscored them 22-14 in the period. And Rail is 11 for 14 from the floor, 3 of 3 from the 3-point arc. And Freddie Lewis 10 for 17, and he has 25 points. Rail with 29 points. Those guards are not being stopped today. Oh, we got a turnover for the number 2 guard, Chico Vaughn. Steal by Fred Lewis. Lewis in possession. Give him a 7. That's a pass. Turnover if he's a C, D, or F. Freddie Lewis, C, D, or F. He is. Turnover. Reggie. Time to get it together. Trooper Washington, high percentage shooter, but not a great shooter. Pass, defensive foul if he's an F. Nope. Ball goes to the center. The Hawk, 10. Pass, defensive foul if he's a D or F. He's only a B. I'm surprised Harding is not... Harding's not a bigger fouler. Uh-oh, number 1 guard. Turnover for... Charlie Williams, top break, steal by Rail. It's his day. Rail with possession. He's got a 4. That's a pass. Always known as a streaky shooter with a kind of hot attitude as well sometimes. That's a turnover for CDF. Nope, just going to pass it. Give it to Harding. This game is looking more like the Pacers all the time. 2-point field goal. Defense double A. Yes. So stop, a miss by Harding. And I kind of use the block category for defensive stops. And Hawkins forces that miss. Kind of a neat little indicator at the end of the game. Offensive second high, so that's an A. Defensive second high, that is a B. So looks like Neto offensive rebound. This team can really rebound. They're showing their stuff today. Jimmy Rail's just been on fire. Pass. Defensive foul on Charlie Williams, his fourth. 2 shots for Rail. And that's a 5 good. 10 no good. Rebound. Offensive team rebound. Holy cow, you don't get many team rebounds in this game, but there's one. The Pacers are just going to stall now. They just got to play decent. 11. Missed by Roger Brown. Team is still hitting 51% from the floor. The defense of the Pipers has not been great the last 3 quarters. Rebound Hawk. Hands the ball to Charlie Williams. That's a 6. That's a miss. But good pass by Connie Hawkins turns that miss into a make. So sweet Charlie Williams gets the benefit of Connie Hawkins. 114-102 outside chance here still. Bob Nedolicki. That's a 6. That's a pass. No defensive foul, just a pass. Nedolicki for miss. Defensive foul. Trooper Washington's fourth. Over the limit. Neto 2 shots. Not a great foul shooter. 595 including the playoffs. 7 is good. 8 is good. Neto makes 2 huge free throws. 116-102. Ball goes to Charlie for miss. Defensive foul. Jimmy Rail is fourth. And that's 14 fouls. So Charlie gets 1 shot. And it's a 4. Good. Charlie Williams, the free throw. (116-103). Back to Neto, and Neto with a 6. That's a pass. Not a defensive foul. We're not pressing. Neto, 7. It's a basket. Unless the defense is really good, it's not. Neto scores. Pacers will not give up this one. 15-point lead. Not enough time. Offense fell out for the Pipers. Missed by Charlie Williams, number 2. No, not enough good ball handling. Missed by Charlie Williams. They're shooting themselves out of this game. Rebound. Art Heyman clears the offensive board. Back to sweet Charlie. 11. Not much sweet about this shooting. Although Hawkins bails him out again. Turns a miss into a make. 118-105. Number 1 guard is Jimmy Rail. 9. Pass. Defensive foul, Charlie Williams, number 5. 2 shots for Jimmy Rail, and Jimmy's got a 7. It's good. And a 9. It's good. Jimmy Rail, 3-9 on the free throw. And they've hit the 120 mark. Number 2 forward. True for pass. Defensive foul. Bob Nedolicki, his 5th. Over the limit. Troop's going to try to throw a free throw in here. Miss. 5 is good. 120-106. About a minute left. Brown, 9, miss. But he is fouled. Art Heyman with foul number 5. 3 to make 2, Roger Brown, and that's a 7. Good. 4 is good. So Roger Brown is going to have a decent game when all's said and done. He's got 14 points. Not his best, but more than enough. So Pacers pull away. Chico on 11, pass. Defensive foul, he's a C, D, F. Nope, he's a B. Number 2 forward. Troop 11, pass. Defensive foul, B, C, D. And it's foul on Neto, number 6. He doesn't care. 1 minute to play, and they've got the win. And so Trooper's going to go to the line for 2 in a moment. Oliver Darden enters the game. He was pretty much the starter most of the year before Harding came on for the last 25 games or so. And here's a 12. Troop, nope. 12. Back-to-back 12s. Trooper misses 2 free throws. Rebound. Offensive number 2 forward. Oh, offensive number 2 forward. Oh, yeah, that's Trooper versus defensive number 2 forward B. So Trooper is going to grab his own rebound. Hand it off to Hawkins, who's had a lackluster game. Miss. Number 1 guard. Nope. He does not get any help, that's for sure, unless I have one. I think they have one backup guard who's an A somewhere, Barry Leibowitz. But that guy doesn't play much. Rebound, Harding. Reggie Harding with the board. Pacer fans love it. This fantasy game with Harding playing in the playoffs. Freddie Lewis is going to miss. And, yeah, no good by Freddie. Rebound, offensive number 1 forward. And he's a C. Defensive number 2 forward. Trooper Washington with the re. Hands the ball to Troop. That's a 3. That's a pass. Defensive foul, C, D, F. Yep. 2 shots. Fouling the wrong guy, though. You should be fouling Connie Hawkins instead. Troop's going to try to make a free throw. Let's see what happens here. 5 is good. 5 is good. I just roll the same number every time. And Trooper Washington makes both. It's 108 to 122. Final play of the game, Jimmy Rail. Miss, but defensive foul at the buzzer on Sweet Charlie Williams to foul him out too. And that's be 3 to make 2 for Jimmy Rail. Rail working on 32 points. He's going to probably finish with 34 points when all's said and done. 7 good. 5 is good. Jimmy Rail, player of the game. Pacers, 124. Pipers, 108. What an amazing 9 minutes. It was 96-96 with 9 minutes to go. You saw it. And so the Pacers ended up scoring 124 points, 28 points in 9 minutes. And that's to 7, basically to 17, I guess, for the Pipers. Let's look at the stats of the losers. That's the Pittsburgh Pipers. Art Heyman had a good game with 26 points. Trooper Washington, despite his free throw woes, still had 19 points and 12 boards. Connie Hawkins, just 13 points and 10 boards. Kind of absent for this game. Just 6 of 17 from the field. Charlie Williams, 6 of 12 for 16 points. 12 rebounds for Washington, 10 rebounds Hawkins, 8 rebounds Heyman to lead the Pipers, who did shoot 482 from the floor and made 4 of 10 threes. They just did not, they just seemed that they fouled 30 to 24 or 22 on the fouls, and that was led to their downfall. They just did not have it defensively as well. Winning Pacers, led by Jimmy Rails, 34 points, 11 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 3 from the three-point stripe, and 9 of 12 from the free throw line. This guy was a very high scorer at Kokomo High School, and he's a local product, loved by the fans. I think he lasted into the next season. I think he did get waived after Bobby Leonard came on as the future head coach. After about 20 games or so, 25 games. He played the whole first season, but just they found that he wasn't that great a defender necessarily. They did give him a C on defense here, though. So great game for Rail. 10 of 18 for Freddie Lewis. 5 of 5 from the line, 25 points. Reggie Harding finished with 8 points, 13 boards, and 8 assists, despite shooting just 3 for 10. Had that defense of Hawkins hawking him the whole way. But he kind of played like a Connie Hawkins in this one with the board work, 13 rebounds, which that's about what he averaged on the regular season. And he had 8. I caught him for 8 assists, helping people get a basket, an unofficial assist stat. Just had a very solid fourth quarter in that particular run. That's all it took. Bob Nedelicki fouled out with 16 points, 11 boards, 7 of 14 from the floor. Roger Brown, 5 of 14. Did not have a great day, but defense was hawking him the whole way. Ollie Darden, 9 points, 3 boards. So there you have it. Final numbers for the teams. I just want to take a quick look and see. Rebounding was very close, 47-46 Pacers. Pipers won the steals battle 8-7. The stops, I've got an unofficial 5 and 2. I think I probably missed a few of those. Turnovers 14-10. Pipers won that battle. And they also had more fouls, 30-22. So those little things play a factor in this type of game. So anyway, I hope you were entertained. Pipers 108, Pacers at home 124, with Reggie Harding, a fantasy starter for this particular game. Have a good one, everyone.
Wow.